So we're back for a little more talky talk time. This time I can just go ahead and talk about chicks. I'm not talking about my ketamine. I can just talk about anything here now. So where were we? Oh yes, when last we left Sean. So yeah, man. I happen to be lucky enough to live in a place that has a fucking bus system, which I'm about to probably grab here in about. Yeah, it's all about the. I should probably head out pretty soon, actually. So, oh no, I could order a beta link, can I? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll order a beta link, and those run until like pretty much later. So, cool, we're good to go. I can get there by like if I try to get one by like 3 o'clock, that'd be cool. So this one won't be long either. So, I live in a city that's got a pretty nice bus system. It seems like with the summer coming around, and the COVID and stuff dying off, that they're kind of going back to, I won't say dying off, but it's seeming like it's going to die off, going back to the more of the regular schedule, which has a much larger driving space. You can pretty much get anywhere from what I understand. They're staying open later, and they're opening earlier, which is dope. And they said yes, even Saturdays. I was like, but is that to Kingsley? You know what I mean? Is that to Kingsley, or is that just in Traverse? If you're in Traverse, you can get the bus. But they're even Kingsley? Oh, shit, dude. Just about to get good. Just about to get good. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do then. I got a bike I got to go pick up. I'll probably get it today, but I probably won't bring it home until tomorrow after ketamine. So I've already got it. It's at my uncle's house. I gotta take my seat. I can remember that. But that way I can get a ride to treatment, and then also a ride home, because I mean you are pretty out of it. I mean I can walk and stuff, and I definitely wouldn't recommend anyone drive on that shit. Yeah, they say for the whole day. I probably need at least a good half the day, but like by the time I fell asleep, I was pretty good. I was okay. Um, my neck is absolutely fucking killing me, so I'm hoping tomorrow when because like I said, when I pushed on it under that fucking shit, it was just jelly. Like, oh god, if I could just pop that shit. So if I'll be just sitting there riding and just without even thinking, just go to crack and it just pops. I do think that's fucking interesting though. There's like 7 seals that are going to open, right? And then Yeshua, Jesus, had 12 disciples. You've got 7 vertebrae from here to here and 12 thoracic vertebrae. And then you have, I remember how many, 6? Well, they could, yeah, coccyx. And then, yeah, so coccygeal, I don't know what they're called. They're called something like that. Vertebrae. I don't know. I know enough to be dangerous at certain things. Mostly giving advice, so don't listen to anything I fucking say. I'm a goddamn druggie. What the fuck do I know? No, not yet. Not you. Weirdly, that is hitting a bit. That must be a sativa. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say that one's hitting a bit harder and weird. The thing is, I can counteract the sativa by smoking more indica. If a sativa is too strong, it starts fucking with me. I get kind of paranoid and shit. If it's a weak sativa, oh, it's a really good ride. It's good because you're kind of like you are awake. But if I get too much, it's just kind of I'm a little bit too alert of things going on. Like I said, I think they are the chiral of each other. You know, indica, sativa, and hybrid. You know. Oh, I just figured out what happened. Okay. I've long held that this whole cycle, God's plan, what was God's plan? Was it? This whole thing has been an offshoot. Yeah, I firmly believe this since I was young, and I just realized why. I would be willing to put money that the creation, God's whole creation and whatever, he probably had it down pat. Might have even been alone. Because what are we all looking for? So why would he be any different? Maybe someone popped up that he could play with. Someone not equal, but from on equal footing to play. Can play the same kind of games on their own. Clearly creation, clearly submitting to that fact. Where the fuck did you come from? And this is it. Someone interrupted the making of God cycle. Like I said in the Adam and Eve story, the snake interrupted. That wasn't for them to eat. Imagine if that was a thing like the whole ketamine. It was if nothing else comes to like symbolic. It didn't have to be an apple. It was a fruit or something that had. It could have been a mushroom. Yeah, and then you can have anything in this fucking garden. Just don't fucking touch that. Why? Because just don't fucking touch it. Because he grows his own shit there. He grows shit that and so the cycle goes that they do what animals do. They have a child. You trust me, right? Yeah. Eat that right there. You said don't. I know I said don't, but there's something I like about you. Go ahead and eat that. Cycle's done. 9 months max. Something got in there and fucked it up. And it says that God came into the garden pissed off. And they asked him where they were, and they said they're hiding from their shame. Who told you you're fucking naked? You think those deer, the horses, ever... They're in cartoons. When they could jump out of the shower. But we're the only ones... hey, someone's in here. How do you even know you're naked? Where did you get that knowledge from? You probably about to fucking smut the shit out of him. Wait, I'm here. That was a cycle to... How did I get here? I mean, I'm here the time I'm supposed to be here, but where's your... You don't have a kid at all for me to... And you ate it. I know how everything goes. Let's see where this goes. I know how it's going to end. I get here. Let's see how it goes, though. I know how the story ends. The in-between doesn't fucking matter. Have at it. I'm sitting back. You tell me how this goes. I don't know how this fucking goes. You mind if I take some notes? Well, I mean, you can't really stop me, so I'm going to take some notes. Okay. And then I come through and I destroy everything? No, and then we live happily. No. Because I live. What? I'm already here. I'm already here. You're showing me your plan that you don't need, how you don't need me, right? Yeah. Then why am I here? No, I get it. But you showed me how you didn't need me without me. But that was all based on me making a you to begin with. So I'm already here. And so then I destroy all your shit. Yeah, that makes sense, because then I'd force to confront the fact that, okay, I'm going to write that down. No, yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Then I destroy all your shit because it cannot be your shit and my shit. It just cannot be. And you want to admit that it's it'd be one thing if you admitted my shit and you're borrowing it. That'd be one thing. But you're just saying it's your shit, and that is I don't have any control. I can't do anything about it or say anything about it. Right? Like, yeah. So that asteroid tomorrow has a how much percent chance of rain? No. Either it will or it won't. The rest is you just trying to control some shit. Trying to believe some bullshit. That asteroid will either hit or it won't. There's no 50% chance. The universe knows. You don't. That doesn't mean it's not that the information is not known. The universe is already there. It's already passed. The universe is at the end, at entropy. Probably already figured out how to reverse itself by literally reversing itself. Literally. It gets so big, it fills up everything that there is to fill up. And the only thing it can do to keep growing would be to get smaller, to make room. A negative. But then it gets to negative small. It has to flip and go the other way. Here we are. Big Bang, more like the real flipped over. That's all. Deja vu. I think we've seen this before. You think? Think we've been here before? Maybe? I think we may have been here before. Several times, maybe. At least once. Or if nothing else, the reverse of it, we've seen it. Maybe we're passing, Why do I feel like I've seen this? Is because you kind of watch in reverse. Why do you? Supposedly, I don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly, it makes more sense to me that this is in front of me, my eye processes that's in front of me, than this is in front of me, it hits my eyelid, flips upside down, and then my brain processes it as being upside down and turns upside down. You know what I mean? It makes more sense that my eye just sees this. I get what you're saying. I really do. It's cute, but I think you're considering the eye reflection, the camera lens, the actual camera processor is also curved along. So it corrects for the what you guys think is a flip. Sorry, you're just wrong. The cameras, we're looking for the vision is also curved. The way a duck sees over here, and that's just how it sees. It's not weird for it to see here, all the way back to a certain point. They turn one eye to you, don't they? That means the other eye's looking over there. What's it processing? Does it close? Do you know? Where your eyes don't go, a filthy scarecrow waves his broomstick arms and does the parody of each unconscious thing you do. Oh, man, I was like the Willy Wonka pot today. It was great. Like I said, I got extra pre-rolls that I hadn't expected on getting. And so I just had I had them all, they were all in my bag and shit, and I wanted to put them away. And so I sort of took them out, and I was like, so I put like 6 in my pocket. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be the Willy Wonka pot today. Hey man, you smoke? Yeah. Don't say I never got you nothing. Really? Yeah. Better, man. I gave out at least 3. One guy, that Jose guy, I was like, you smoke? He's like, I used to. I was like, oh man, I was gonna get, I showed it to him. He's like, every 2 months or so, every whatever I'll do is, he said something. I'm like, I don't know. I thought he said, saying basically, oh, don't put that away. I'll take it. I was like, you can no, no, no. All right, man, whatever. It's all good. And then I was riding on the bus, and I was coming out this way, and this dude was pulling up. He's on his bike, and we were a little late. Also, the guy was supposed to slow down, and he was just trucking. I told him when we got out there, I gotta get the refrainer stop. He's like, okay, and the other guy did too. And he was just, I mean, once they started going, he was just hauling. Listen to Foreigner, whatever the fuck that shit was. I can't remember what it was. It was one of those classic rock things. It was fucking, I mean, I'm not ragging it, but he was just auto. You know what I mean? He had the foot to the pedal. He's that shit right there. Hey man, I gotta stop. Like what, yo, man. I looked down for a second. I was like, okay, I gotta pull up, let me get my bag together. Hey! Break, what? And he's like, the car, he didn't actually, but it damn near. And I was like, I'm sorry, man. I said I got to go for the Lafreniere. And the guy was like, the guy in front was like, I did too. But that guy, when we were riding the Kingsley, when we got there he had to get his bike off that one. And I want to make sure the Kingsley guy didn't bail out because whatever. It turns out he had to stop to pee. I was like, hey man, you need to ride? He's like, yeah. I was about to tell the guy, hey, don't head off with that. And, and then as soon as he gets out, I was about to say something. As he gets out, he just goes out to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, that explains. So, yeah, never mind. Explains why you're driving so fast. Because he pulled in like fucking fast as shit. And he was there early as fuck, too. That explains it. You had a tinkle. Hey, man. As long as you were right on time, my friend. You were right on time. Because it is now, and you are here. It is now, and you are here. Oh yeah, go pee. Oh, I'm not in a hurry. Like I was telling, I was like, I just like, I like feeling like I'm making progress. If I'm sitting on the bus, I understand. Okay, it's gonna be a few minutes before we take off to do this. So and then like, okay, it's about to get, and it, okay, I'm cool. We're making progress. We drive. It takes a while to get there, but we're making progress. Dropping people off, sometimes unexpected stops and shit. I'm still making progress. I get to the fucking station, gotta wait 30 minutes. That kind of fucking irks me, But it's not bad. Even sometimes like an hour and 45 minutes. It wouldn't be so bad when I had my bike, because I can fucking just go. I can hit the dispensaries down there, you know what I mean? Even if I just get like I gotta kill 30 minutes, or however, if I get an hour and a half, bike down the fucking, any of the dispensaries, one that I haven't been to, see if they give me some free shit. Even a free eighth. It's worth it. Plus I killed, okay, it was about 30 minutes to get here. Yeah, it's waterproof. Yeah, it's waterproof. So, slow down. You move too fast. You gotta make that moment last. Hello. How are you? Dude, it's been such a trip, man. It's been just a weird fucking. Ugh. I don't know. Like I was telling the guy on the bus, man. I told him I was trying to start a KIND. I'm starting KIND. Trying to take the industry back. Music, movies, writing, all that shit. It's gonna be a non-profit. I don't want any money. I seriously don't. If you watch this, you've seen I don't give a fuck about money. I just need like independent people, and it doesn't matter who or what, just as long as there's stuff to listen to and play and books to read and shit like that. if you want to get some help and have your shit edited with some people that have actually done some stuff, then I'm sure there'll probably be some people that, if they want to get into editing, isn't that some free practice right there? Free practice is like being an intern for someone who's also an intern, right? And if it does well on KIND and it starts becoming big, being a free fucking thing, if you're willing to give your first novel away for free with the work of an editor to show you how the whole system works, you've got a great story. Here's, I mean, if you're willing to listen to someone who's willing to tell you that, and take the lumps, because it sucks. It hits the ego hard. Love the premise. That character's got to go. Oh, it's one of my favorite persons. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's just, and then they'll give you, if you listen, why? They probably, oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Thor did have something like that, didn't he? You know what I mean? Or whatever. We don't have to get like that. I mean, can we change it to something else? I get the whole point and whatever, but it's too similar. Because they're going to have a whole lot more. Like if I ever submit my book to an editor, I don't really read that much. I've read the Bible. I've read Robin Hood. I've read a few things. I've read some short stories, like those Choose Your Own Adventures. I like those because those always change. It wasn't like just a static book. The only static book I've ever liked is the Bible and that Robin Hood. Something about the old English version of it. It felt real, you know? I didn't picture some guy in green tights, you know what I mean? I pictured like I could actually see the things. It wasn't some going, over here, gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't none of that bullshit. It was just like, a dude. Like, oh, it was so fucking it was great. I had to have a dictionary next to me to get the old English down, but then when I started reading the Bible, oh yeah, it was no problem. There's the self-pronunciating. The self-pronunciating version. It reads itself to you. That's cool that AI could read you the Bible. If you couldn't, I'm wondering how far they're going to go. When's it going to be enough? Because if you ask me, if we had stopped 2015, 2015, with technology and just started working on that as far as advancing what we have and making what we have. Because basically now we're trying to leaps and bound, and we missed a lot of the lessons to be learned in working in solar. When it was introduced in the 80s, it should have been really worked on, because they went from these big old panels to these little fucking things to the solar strips we know now. And there really hasn't been any much effort, because there's not a whole lot of money in it. Now people are wanting to go green, and they're like, let's take a look at this solar again. Imagine if we'd done that in the 80s, and the gas company goes, okay, this is going to be the way of the future. We might as well embrace it now and try and figure out some way to charge for it later. Like we'll put a meter on your house or something. We'll figure that out later. But at least we're focused. We're hyper-focused on this, and that way we'll be the leaders. This is clearly going to be the future. Clearly. Gas is running out. Suppose that thing ain't going to run out for a couple billion. Let's bet on that, okay? And let's try to make that down to about like that, and then take that down to about like that, and then put one of those on that, and then get that down to about that. And then we're going to make them into shingles and put them on the roof of every house. And then every fucking house in this fucking neighborhood just gives off its own fucking electricity, and everything that you dump back into the system, we're going to fucking put into a battery. We're going to capture that shit. How? I don't know. Who we get ready for talking to Rayovac. They're into batteries. They know how battery storage. So we can ask them, can you do it? Like, no, you fucking idiot. Oh. If I hear you correctly, I mean, it puts you on the map. And the reason I'm going to you is because I'm not going to fucking them. That's going to cost you fucking much. Are you in or are you out? You get what I'm saying, though? Like, yeah. Okay, so ever ready? I mean, Rayovac is now going to be a high-end fucking battery, right? Like, yeah. Okay, we'll work on the rest of the shit solar. We want to meet up in about 10 years. You understand? Yeah. Get your shit together. You're on the inside track. That's insider trading. That's still a gamble, though. Because if you guys can meet at the same fucking time, they can get their batteries focused at what I mean? and then you're focused on the and it, like I said, right in that peak, you're hitting the maximum fucking energy, maximum potency. The want is right there, the need is right there, the technology is there to provide it, and people haven't got tired of it. It's not new. So you're right there. You want to hit right there, but you got to plan that shit here. So you have the idea. It's like, wow, I don't fucking know. Okay, vid cards are gonna have to get better. Like how? I don't fucking know. But can you admit that this is yeah? Okay, so then it's gonna have to, right? Yeah. So let's start thinking about, and that's when someone who doesn't know shit goes, what about the fucking thing? You can't just swap the chips from a fucking CPU to GPU. But, hang on. You know what I mean? And then they go home and like, oh, fuck, yeah. Yeah, okay, I got it. You don't swap it, you put both on the same fucking card. Will that work? Then the GPU is its own computer, so just the computer is just processing. It's processing everything, and then it puts it down onto the motherboard as a finished rendered thing. Why he's undefeated? We just fucking won. You know, we just won. Why he's undefeated? I don't know. You're not done. We're still. There's going to be now. What's the next one going to be? Now that we hit that one, what's the next one going to be? Plan long term. What's it going to be 15, 20 years from now then? Like I said, because right, if you're going now, you're joining in on the current. The current trends. So you're joining in. You don't really know shit, but now you're in the stream. If you just say, oh, we're the best, and you rest on that, you don't realize that you're going to plateau, and there's going to be a new thing, and it's going to fucking plateau, and they're going to be the new thing, it's going to plateau, and they're going to be the new thing, and you don't realize that shit, and it's going to keep doing that as long as whatever, and you go, okay, we're the Gibson, we're the best guitar company. Okay, what are you doing? We're the best. Any designs? We reissued the 59. That was a real good one. People really liking that. Okay. Oh, we're putting out a lot of shit, but it is way out. It's really cool, like the auto tuners and stuff. Oh, it's way out of the budget, if anybody. And on top of that, I don't think any professionals really want to use it either. But it's really cool if someone would use it. Yeah, I've seen it. Have you thought about giving it to like the next like Cobain type person or Hendrix type person? Because they'll actually know how to do it. Maybe actually use it while it's tuning the guitar while they're playing. It's designed to auto-tune, so it drops from an E to drop D while they're playing. They just go up there and you know what I mean? That kind of shit. Changing the whole key of it as you're dropping down the string. All the strings are tuning themselves down to a whole other key. A chord, and then you just strum like. Yeah, that's the kind of shit I would do. But are they going to give it to me? No. Why? Some people gotta have it. Some people, oh, they really need it. Some people do bad things with it. Talking y'all, do things. Do bad things with it. For the love of money. Man, when the Bullet Boys covered that shit. Oh, fuck, that was dope, man. I think they did it in New Jack City also. Yeah, they did. They did acapella by the fire. Because that shit was going like the whole New Jack sounds, what they called it. Fab Five Freddy, all that shit. Dude, I was so down when De La Soul. Dude, De La Soul came out. Oh, shit, that was great. They were so fucking good and so unique. Fucking Tribe Called Quest. Fucking Boogie Down Productions. Fucking Yo MTV Rap. Dude, that was great. The Ed Lover Dance. Hell yeah, I know how to do the Ed Lover Dance. Are you shitting me? No, that's not it. I'm not doing it for you. Because It's the Ed Lover dance. And the music isn't playing. If the music was playing, I'd have to. It's by law that you have to. If you know the dance, you must. Dude, this is the shit. This is way better. And I can tell exactly how much it's being used and how much it needs to be, if any needs to be reclaimed. And look, there's none. Oh, I see a little dripping right there. Look at that. But I could always probably heat that shit. And just, that's what I call a real campfire. Everybody seen that? Romancing the Stone? You guys don't know shit! I'm wondering what the next... I mean, because they did the... Oh, Jimmy Stewart, that's the guy. Yeah, I had to do his voice so I could remember. Oh, what's that guy's name, honey? He was on the television last night. He seemed like a pleasant enough guy. Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy Stewart was his name, yeah. Wasn't there a fucking crooked ass preacher named Jimmy Stewart? I remember some 80s. 80s were fucked up, man. There were some sweaty ass, crying ass mega church motherfuckers. I have sinned. Because, like, everyone's shocked. This guy with this fucking huge ass church trying to get an airplane and shit. His wife's got, like, on fur coats and shit. That they're stealing your money. There's one dude I had to call. Oh, he's full of shit. He was full of shit. There was one dude, like Peter Popoff or something like that. Me and Opie were just, because we'd be tripping and shit. You know, we'd be out in the country. Late at night, there ain't shit on, dude. So we're watching like fucking crazy shit because it's Sunday. Or going into Sunday. For some reason, we'd always be tripping, I guess because of the weekend. But we end up tripping, we're going into a Sunday or like whatever. But that Peter Popoff, he just looked like a fucking demon. I was just like, especially if tripping, he looked, all his features were especially exaggerated. Like, holy fuck. That's an evil looking motherfucker. Yeah, son of a bitch. Trying to sell me holy water. What? Holy water? Bruh. Bruh. By mail? By mail. You go to Sun. Is it really from the River Jordan? Is it? That's cool, man. I'm glad you went over there and got that just for me. You sure that ain't just some muddy ass water? You got a certificate of authenticity? You do? Sweet. Send it on over. $49 a month, absolutely. That's a steal. Oh my God. And I'll be saved? You don't have to have like a necklace. You do? Oh shit. Yeah, dude. Wait, so if I stand on this mat and make my prayer and send it to you with $5, of course, you'll stand on the mat on your side and you'll pray for me? That sounds legit as fuck. What would I question you, Peter? Could it be the fucking very square look of the face, the very angular? I wish I could just make my face look. I mean, if I could do like the mask. Oh, you guys would go, oh, no. The other one's bad, but that's way worse. Oh, shit. Take the teeth out and go back to the other guy. And put a hat on. No one wants to see that shiny ass shit. Oh, man. What time is it? 34 minutes. Yeah, I've been trying to do some shorter ones anyways. We'll just wrap it up now. So, oh, yeah. I got a fucking new HD cam coming. So I like the look of this one. And that one's old. So I'm going to replace that one with the fucking whatever and put the other one up there. So I'm going to have two so I can stop like trying to find the camera because it'll be there both, you know. Either one will be there. But now I'll probably be used to talking to this one, and this will be on, and just, hey guys, how you doing? I mean, hi, how you doing? Okay, let me move the microphone. How you doing? I'm going away.